Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Schulman, and we are doing 2B, which are strategies for understanding proportionality. So the last ratio and proportions ones were good. Now we're seeing like a bunch of different ways. So I showed you the X method, I showed you the graph, but we're gonna see a ton more. So that's it. We're just looking at different ways to show proportionality in all the possible ways they can answer questions. Slightly longer than the last one, but I hope it's really useful. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to kind of just jump right into it. So basically, this is in 2B, and I just did the problems all to the right. I think I'm going to do it that way for moving forward. I think it works better. So here's 2B, no strategies for understanding proportionality. Here's your delta math. Here's 2B. Here are the ones we're going to cover. I know it's not a ton, but like these are all the ways that delta shows to do it. So let's jump right into it. Here's the skills. And let's start with the first one. So here's a word problem. Let's not get too scared. A store buys 13 sweaters. All right, so we got sweaters. We buy 13 sweaters for $78, and the cost is $78. And they sell them 13 sweaters for $78 and sells them for $390. Okay. So this is different, right? We have to find the constant and proportionality. This is totally different type problems. I can't just use this method. So we have 13 sweaters and we got them for $78. And we sell them all for $390, right? We want to know how much profit does the store make per sweater. So we have to figure out some sort of value here. And then we have to multiply that or divide that to get whatever we get for the profit, right? Whatever we get for the profit, then we have to figure it out per sweater. So after we get the profit, we have to take it and we have to divide it by 13. So I think that's basically what I do. So my method would be we have $390 and I'm going to subtract $78 from that because that's how much we spent already. I think this is what I'm going to do. 390. If I'm wrong, that's okay. We'll learn this one together. So that's $312. So we have $312, right, of profit. But they want to know how much profit they made per sweater. Okay, so I'm going to go $13. 13 sweaters. And I don't know. Let's see the solution. Let's see how they did it. I'm curious. Total profit over sweaters. That's what I had. I was going to have 312 over 13. And oh, that's all we do. Nice. Cool. So all we have to do is take the profit and divide it by the amount of sweaters we have. And then we'll get 24. We're making 24 per sweater. Cool. Let's try another one. That was interesting. Oh, I don't want to see it. All right. So we got Neve practices piano for 1,316 minutes in 4 weeks. Okay. At what rate did she practice in minutes per day? Well, we have 4 weeks. The first thing I have to do is change this to days. So I got to multiply this by 7 to get 28 days. And we want to know how many minutes per day. So if I have 13126, this is how I would do it. 1316 minutes for 28 days. But I want this just for one day. And there's my X. So 28x equals 1316. So basically we're just doing 1316 divided by 28. We're going 47 minutes per day. Nice. Very cool. See, look, we had weeks. Want to make it days. So it's always what you want on top, days. The conversions here. What you want on top, what you have, so it cancels. Really cool. Let's do one more. Oliver buys 9 bottles of apple juice at the corner store for a total cost of $8.10. If each costs the same amount, how much is each bottle of that's it? Well, you just divide. 9 goes into 81. Believe I believe it's going to be 90 cents. Did I just do that in my head? That was too easy. All right. All right, let's do a harder one. All right. So a satellite flies 166,426 miles in 22.49 hours. Okay, so it's just the same thing. So we're going to go miles over hours. So 166,426 over 22.49. And we have hours. And there's our x. And we're just going to cross multiply. 2249x equals 166,426 times 17.68. And that's just going to give us our answer. We're dividing it by 22.49. If you're really struggling with dividing by decimals, just watch the other one. I know it can get tricky. So 166,426 times 17.68 divided by 22.49. So 130,832. 130,832. We got it. We got it. Oh, so they did it one way. They figured out how the speed. They found the speed, the constant of proportionality, which is really cool. So they just figured out how fast were they going. They were going 7,400 miles per hour, and they multiplied it by how many miles they went. I like it, and there's my method. I like their method. I like finding K. All right, let's do the third one. So we got our girl Mina was comparing the price of apple juice at two stores, and she got this constant proportionality. So that's how much she's paying. Her store would pay at store A, and then this is store B. Crazy. So how much less is the bottle of A instead of B? So this is basically saying it's $1.36 per. But we don't know what this is so this, like, I can't see what it is at one, right? I don't know, but I can use this to figure it out. So we can do 10 over 1520 equals 1 over x. So 1520 equals 10x. We divide this by 10. Remember, all we have to do is move the decimal one place. So it's $1.52 at store B. And at store, so this is B. And at store A, it was $1.36. So how much cheaper is it? Well, we just have to subtract $1.52 minus $1.36. This becomes 4. It is only 16 cents cheaper. So because it's so much cheaper, guess what? I would go to whatever store is closer to me. Nice. Nice. Really cool with the graph. I like it. All right, let's do a proportional representation. Which table shows proportional? So for a proportion, it just means it has to go up by the same amount for both. It doesn't matter if it goes up by like ones here and ones here, right? So what do I mean? So it doesn't matter if it's like +1 and +1 on both sides, as long as it goes by the same rate. So it could be like a +4, and this could be a +3. But as long as it's consistent every time, they don't have to be the same number. Like, you don't need them to be the same. They just have to be the same rate every time. This is something that's in proportion. So let's look at our choices. We go +8, +10, +3. That's weird. +3, +7, +6. This is +4, +4, +16, +3, plus. So this is +4 and this is +4, right? You see how this one, and we're adding 6. We're adding 4, we're adding 3, we're adding 5. I think it's this one. I'm going with D because this one is just ×3, ×3, ×3, ×3. These all have weird things happening on the top. So I like D. I like D. Let's see what the choice is. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 33 divided by 11 is 3. Nice. I like it. For every pair, it's 3 when we divide. I like that a lot. Cool. Let's look at another one. I don't think it's B. This is 3 halves. This looks like I like C. I think C is the right one. I'm just looking at them and seeing which one looks like a good pattern. It's not. 19 over 4, 34 over 7, 59 over 12, 139 over 28. So these are all the same. So I guess it has to be the same every way. Yeah, it is. Crazy. So you have to divide them all and see which one matches. Oh, sorry, 59, not modulated, divided by 12. 139 over 28. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, which does not. This one is in proportion. Oh, I didn't read the question. I did have it right. Which is proportional relationship of X and Y. Not this guy. I don't think this guy does. Four divided by 2 is 2. 22 divided by 2 is 2. 35. Yeah, it's B. Cool. Just so you know, this is quadratic. This is cubic. Just in case you were curious. All right, let's do another one. A certain shade of purple paint. Okay, they love purple. What is the constant and proportionality of this graph? It's 30 and 10. 30 divided by 10, I'm going 3. I'm doing the y divided by the x to see the constant and proportionality. Nice. 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 All right, let's do a harder one. Oh, they don't give us the number. All right, so I got to find a perfect point. There's a perfect point. See how there? It's like a perfect cross. That's the one I'm going to use. So this is 18 and 12. To make it simpler, 18 divided by 12, we can divide them both by 6. I believe it's going to be 3 halves, which is 1.5. Let's see. Oh, we have a 3 halves. Oh, we don't have a 3 halves. We have a 2/3. 18 over 12. I'm going 2/3 because it flipped over. Nice. 6 over 9 is 2/3. And it was the other way around. I did the 9 over the 6. Or the 18 over the 6, which is 3 halves. Let's do one more just for fun. Where's the perfect cross? It's right here. So it's 8 3/8. Cool. Beautiful. 3/8. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll pause and I'll do another video tomorrow. So they want an equation for this. So you see how we go 3, 2. So I believe it's 2 divided by 3x. Rise over run. So 2 divided by 3. 2 divided by 3x. So when they say constant of proportionality, the best way I always think about it is if it was lined up, what would be the slope? There's the slope. Beautiful. There's the slope. All right. Well, I will continue. We're gonna do with the equation. Oh no, I'll do one more, and then we'll go into proportions. I feel like I'll do one more. It'll be a good place to stop. So here's the last one I'll do for these. So every time they're saying constant of proportionality, you can just think about it as the slope. That's it. If you think about this thing as the slope, guess what? You're good. Y equals K times X. So to get it, all we have to do to get the K alone, so if we have it as another formula, Y equals K times X, to get the K alone, it's always just going to be Y divided by X, and that'll be your constant proportionality, okay? So here we go. The proportional relationship between hours worked and total earnings, and we're represented by E equals 23H. What is the constant of proportionality for the numbers? So it's $23 an hour. Nice, because that's the K there. So we're good to go. Nice. We'll do one more of these. So write the proportionality as a fraction, not a decimal. Okay, so C and D, write the proportionality. Oh, so we have to write the equation. So instead of Y equals K times X, this is D equals K times C. So to get this, you just have to do what? D divided by C. So what is 40 divided by 8? Well, we can divide them both by 8 if we wanted. We're going to get what? This is 5 over 1, which is 5. So D equals 5C. And we can think about it the other way too. What is 8 times 5? 40. What is 18 times 5? 90. What is 20 times 5? 100. All right, I hope that was a good, useful first half. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to stop for today. I'm also going to write what number I'm on or what thing I'm on. So I'm up to simple proportions. Oh yeah. So I'll continue these it's probably tomorrow. I'm just tired. And I hope you guess what? I hope you enjoy your day. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions and take care.